Yeah, yeah. Skirt, skirt.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm so excited about this. I've been waiting for Mr. Jason for like a long time. Like, you know how you wait for a queen, and he's finally yeah. I'll let him introduce himself properly, and then we'll get on to why we're here.
What's up, guys? My name is Jay Take a Pic. People know me as Jason on the internet. That's my handle.
Mr. Bad Bitch.
Mr. Bad Bitch.
Yeah.
Mr. Posh. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I thought I'd get Jason to come on this video because social influencer is become the new. It's like once upon a time it was bloggers.
Yeah.
But now influencer is the new term.
Yeah.
And he does really well from being an influencer and making money from it. So he's going to share 5 ways on how you can make money as a brand, as a social media influencer, and how to use digital marketing to your own advantage.
Yeah.
So number 1.
Okay, so actually before I start, I think the most important thing when it comes to social media is finding your voice. Mm-hmm. So many people go out there and they try and mimic or copy people. So you'll get like 5 versions of someone. Okay. So by the time a brand is approaching you, they've already seen your content. Yes. And it's not different for anyone. Yes. So that's actually always my go-to thing. It took me a very long time to find my voice. Being unapologetic, being shameless with who I am, that took a while before I figured it out. And then that's when, some money came in. Like, not all the money that I want, but some money came in.
And that kind of gave you hope, and you're like, oh, cool, I can actually make money.
Yeah, exactly.
If I do it, if I tweak things a bit here and then,
figure it out, like, what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to drop off a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the number 1 thing that started working for you?
So, for me, my points are on my phone, guys, so allow me to look here. So brand endorsements.
Okay.
So as I said, it took a while before brands started actually coming for me.
Okay.
So how I started getting brand endorsements is, I think this is a very cheeky way, but I feel like everybody goes this route.
Okay.
Tagging them in your content.
Okay.
So actually spending money to actually make money. So I spent a lot of cash, for brands to actually notice me.
Okay.
So I started in the food world, which meant that it wasn't that easy because I had to dine out a lot. So I had to take myself to nice fancy restaurants and do a review. Nobody cared, but then I cared. So I out of all the 5 people who are reading, one of them happened to be a marketing manager from a certain restaurant, and they were like, yo, we noticed your content.
Yeah.
Would you like to come back for a free meal?
Yes.
So from that beginning when I used to eat for free to now when I'm actually being paid to go to the restaurant and talk about my experience, that was my touch point. I had to make sure that I spent money to be able to get the brands to actually notice me.
And also, it's very important, you knew who you were targeting. So you were targeting not the consumer, but the person creating the food. So the restaurant person.
Yeah.
If it's a sauce, tagging that type of sauce or whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That was actually a really great point. Yeah.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2 for me was. Wait, what?
It still is.
Still is. Capitalizing on your skills.
Okay.
So I've seen this a lot with one of our common friends, Mulunda, obviously,
yes,
who has moved from just posting on social media. The guy cooks so well, guys. If you have had a chance,
I'm available to come and eat your food.
We are available.
Yeah. Just saying.
He is such a good cook. He's such a good. I can't even call him. Is he a cook or a chef?
I don't know. I'm sure he has a name for it, so I'm not.
Yeah. So he's been
But he's very good at knowing what spices and flavors go with what. And he actually, with your previous point, spends time understanding food and what.
There's actually thought that goes into it. Yeah. So for him, I think capitalizing on your skill to be able to now get into a space where you can make money from it is really cool, because companies, restaurants are hitting them up and being like, yo, would you like to try this out? Would you like to do this for us? Would you like to cook a 10-course dinner for the Australian embassy, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't just stay on social media, it actually transcends now into your day-to-day life.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is like really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I'm gonna, but like the common thread I'm starting to see is you have to choose what you enjoy doing. So you like food.
100%, yeah.
You like eating.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really, it's not, you're going out of way where you're probably going to spend your own money.
Yeah.
But you're not going out of your way because it's actually something you enjoy anyway.
Yeah.
And you'd have done it regardless. And now you get paid for it, which is, hey, who doesn't want to get paid for what they love?
That is so true. And I see guys like I see makeup artists, Madoni Jomba.
Yes.
And the likes, and I'm just like, it's so cool that you can actually get paid to do what you actually love.
Yeah. Because
either way, she was going to beat her face.
Yes.
And she does it really well. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3 is my points went. Number 3 is using your connections. So
network will build your network. That's my like.
That is such a good point. I like that.
Yeah.
Because many people are always too afraid of asking for opportunities.
Yeah.
So actually this year, I have an event that I run twice a month. It's a shameless plug that I would love you guys to come to Deja Vu.
We're beyond shameless plug in here.
I'm not even hiding. So I have an event that I run twice a month, and I met someone who came for Posh Night, and I'm usually like wine drunk, so like, I move around a lot, I make a lot of connections, I say hi to a lot of people, and I said hi to this person who was just like, I'd like to give you a call on Monday, there's actually an opportunity that is available that I would love to talk to you about. So on Monday at like 1 p.m, I get a phone call, and this babe was just like, would you like to MC an event? And I'm like, yeah, it sounds like something that, I would like to do. And she's like, no, the event is today at 7 p.m, it's for Unilever. And I was like, what? I panicked. And she was like, do you have anybody else you could have in mind that you could be able to work with? And I was just like, Joy. So you see, like, using that connection down to bring in a friend of mine.
Yes.
You end up like moving with
forward.
So many people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. I mean, I think in life people try to grow by themselves, but actually you grow further and you become stronger when you grow together.
That is so true. And like, I don't think I'd have done a better performance like if I didn't have her by my side.
Yeah.
Because it was just like that back and forth.
Yes. And she's your friend.
Yeah,
so
she's a really good friend of mine.
And you have banter, and you can have like, you can connect, and they'll probably know when like, I need to come because Jay's kind of losing his. Yeah. So that's cool.
And actually it's really interesting because Joy is on kind of taught me the ropes.
Okay.
So Joy is self-taught, self-made.
Okay.
Joy does her own video editing, her own photography. It's her tripod, and her camera.
Yeah.
And she just goes. So watching her, I've learned a lot of things from the years.
Yes.
And now being able to kind of like, not give back, but then like being like, I have something I can give you as well.
Yeah.
It's such a gratifying thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Point number 4.
Point number 4 is find a circle that you can trust. I feel like all my points are kind of cascading.
No, but it's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
circle of trust is very important.
I think so too.
Expand on that.
So you know how I always say like friendships are something that can actually make or break you. Sometimes you find yourself in a squad of people who just don't understand like social media influencing or blogging. And I say something as small as when we go to a restaurant, you would expect me to stop you guys from eating your food and taking a picture.
Yeah.
It's people never think about it. It's those small tiny things.
Yeah.
Because in my head I'm thinking this is an opportunity for me to make content.
Yes.
Yes. If you're a doctor, like you won't understand. You'll be like, you know what, guys, we just need to eat.
Yeah.
Like, let's just finish this thing because I have a shift. But then, like, if I'm with, like, let's say Joy, and I'm with who else? Patricia Kihoro, like, guys will be like, you guys, it's photo shoot time. Like, guys are getting props from the other side,
yes.
and trying
taking
to make
pictures because you're all thinking alike.
Exactly.
And actually, from that, you even build on your creativity because you see how they end up taking pictures or making their food more attractive or whatever.
It's like sometimes I hang out with Lyra and we're taking a picture of the same thing, and I'm just like, we have the same phone.
I can send you
this is disrespectful because this makes me feel small. No, I don't like that. Delete that picture. So like just making sure that your circle, like you all have the same kind of trail of thought, and you're trying to build each other. Last year there's a point where I lost my creative juices, like completely.
Me and you are in the same boat.
And then Joy lost her creative juices, like, and it was like a domino effect. And one of us just had to be like, yo, what are we doing, guys? It's December. So one person picked the other, the other picked the other, picked the other. If we didn't have that, we'd have just been drunk the whole year.
Yeah, or like even just being those people, oh yeah, I remember when Jay said what happened.
Yeah, and it's so sad because you have lost so many opportunities because a company would be like, yo, I'd love to work with Jay, but then they go to your social media
and then
they're like, yo, what's up? And you send them your rate card and they're like, yo, so this is your charge for YouTube, and then they're like, so when was the last time you put on
and you have to
even one piece of content?
And
you're like, but you know, I can do it for you, and they're like, clearly you don't like this enough, so bye.
That's true.
Okay,
last point
is
so to God, guys, I am going to be a social media influencer by the end of this.
Where did my last point go? I lost it.
Google search. Is it working?
Okay, my last point, I'm going to improvise this one, is believe in yourself.
But that's true.
Yeah, actually.
I think believe in your content, believe in what you want to do, and believe you can do it. End of.
I really think so too.
And like, you're all either gonna like it or lump it.
That's
Eventually,
true.
you're gonna like it because everyone is gonna be a hit. It's like that. You know those songs that come out and you're like, this song is so annoying.
Yeah, like I can't stand
Like
song.
I used to hate Rihanna's song with DJ Khaled. What's it called?
Make it.
I used to find it so annoying. Now I walk like Rihanna. I do the whole move.
You're just like,
So it's true. Like believe in your vibe.
Actually, it's all about. It's more about confidence because, like sometimes vlogging is so hard because you walk into a room and people are just like watching you. But in your mind, you're thinking like, yo, I've got some content to do for Safaricom. I've got like, I need to actually go out there and just like punch shit out and, you know, make sure things happen. So believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Now you know that, like, I think sometimes a lot of the things that you've said is we need to be, it's a reiteration of sometimes what you already know, or like just to instill in someone who's upcoming, who's growing, who's watching you, who's watching Joy, who's watching myself, whoever, and they're just like, I mean, I'm not quite there. The last point, I think I'll add a sixth point, is start with what you have, right? Don't wait to get a Nikon camera, a Canon camera, or get a tripod. Start with your shitty phone, like start with your selfies and
one
stuff.
Shitty video at a time.
And honestly, because you, and one thing Jay did mention is consistency, is like, he's consistent with what he puts out, and he just doesn't do feeds, he actually does. And now with Instagram we can have more interactive opportunities. You've got the Insta story and the IGTV.
Live.
Yes, you've got that and Facebook Live, you've got YT Live as well. So I think like start with what you have, because I believe that's what got you here.
That's true.
You were able to have some money to take you to restaurants, and you were able to be able to take pictures and do a review.
That's true.
And then that's like that, and that belief in yourself. You aren't wrong in saying like the last point you didn't believe. You believed that you were doing something, and someone's gonna care enough
I really
to
enjoyed
listen.
it.
So thanks for finally I'm so happy to
after months.
You have no idea. You have no idea. But I'm so glad you came.
I'm glad I came as well. I'm glad to be on this channel. Finally.
So stay tuned every Wednesday with your girl Lush Angela. And make sure you subscribe. And I'll put information of how to follow J2. Take care. Bye.
Bye.